Good morning. So I've just checked out of Global Backpackers Hostel, where I have stayed for the last 2 nights, and now I am walking around to the bus stop around the corner to be picked up for my Daintree Rainforest 2-day overnight tour adventure. I honestly was not feeling too enthusiastic about this last night in the end because I was still feeling really rough. I didn't sleep well last night because I was boiling in the room. Cairns is hot and I managed to choose the bed, I think, that had the least aircon reaching it. Like, the aircon was on, 2 fans were on, I think, at least, but I just still felt so hot and it didn't help. I felt really sick as well, so I was just sat there sweating and feeling terrible. I had to leave the room at one point to sit outside, it just wasn't great. Anyway, eventually managed to get some sleep, which was good, but then had to pack my stuff up in the dark as well because other people in the room were sleeping and I should have been more organised. Like, I hate to be that person who's packing up late at night. Everything is not going well right now and I've just got a sore, dry throat and I'm feeling sorry for myself, and I've got to go on this high energy 2-day tour to the rainforest that everyone says is so much fun, but there's so many like games and you're supposed to bring your singing voice and all of that. Oh, and it's raining. How about that? Hopefully I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I mean, it's gonna be pretty spectacular, I think. I've got to make some new friends today because, you know, I've been saying goodbye to all my friends I've made on the group tour, and no one, to my knowledge, who was on my group tour is going on this particular rainforest 2-day tour. I booked on different days to everyone else. This is solo travel and I'm trying to make new friends. So let's see how we go. So I've now read into what I'm actually doing today, and first thing is a tour of the Atherton Tablelands. Currently I'm in Babinda town. We're going to Babinda Waterfall, Babinda Falls, I believe, and apparently this is the wettest town in Australia, and I can believe it because I don't know if you can see that, but it is raining right now. But yeah, we've got morning tea and coffee, which I'm really looking forward to because I need a nice hot drink to soothe my throat. This is Devil's Hole that we're looking at. We've just been for a little guided swim in this area near Babinda. I think the Babinda boulders are somewhere around here. People are jumping off those boulders over there. And yeah, it's very fresh. We've been told we're not allowed to say the word cold. We can say the word fresh, and the water is fresh, I would say. But it is refreshing because it's very hot and humid. This is Josephine Pools. Look how pretty it is. I just went down that rock slide over there. I am at the famous Milla waterfall. I've just done the Herbalescent hair flick. This is also where Peter Andre filmed his music video, The Mysterious Girl. It's very scenic. And yeah, my hair is now nice and wet. There is literally like a little family of turtles down there. Multiple families of turtles. So cute. And they kind of look like Voldemort if you look closely at their noses. Hello, so I've arrived at my digs in the middle of nowhere. I actually have no clue where I am. I'm just going to check on my phone maps where I am. It's a nice hostel, but it is in the middle of nowhere. Younger Borough is where I am. I'm in a dorm room of 6 people today, but Basically our Uncle Brian's tour group has been split across a few different rooms of varying sizes. Some people are in twin rooms, other people are in 8-bed rooms, so it's just wherever you went. My only concern here is the lack of air conditioning unit. We are dealing with just a fan, and obviously last night I'm a bit traumatized from poor air conditioning. I just want to feel cool, you know, but I will power through. It'll be okay. So yeah, this is Yungaburra. If I zoom out, where is Yungaburra? Where is Yungaburra? I think I'm still on the Atherton Tablelands. Town in Queensland, Australia. That makes sense. Rural town and locality in the Tablelands region, Queensland, Australia. It's pretty cool out here. We've had dinner, all the food's included in the tour. The girls in this tour are all really nice, so that's made it easy with meeting new people and chatting to people. I have opted out of the night canoe this evening. It would have been a great experience, and I think if I'd been fresh onto my East Coast trip, I 100% would have gone. But honestly, I'm feeling run down, I'm still feeling a bit sick, I'm feeling tired, I'm sleep deprived right now, and I just think with travel there's a balance between making sure you experience everything and don't miss out on anything, and also making sure you don't run yourself down and just completely burn yourself out from traveling. You know, I'm just trying to keep those balances in check. It's the first thing in my whole Australia trip where I've sat out of it. I've thrown myself into every other single activity, and do you know what? I feel okay about my decision. I've been canoeing before, I've seen wildlife before. It is quite cool going at night, and I probably would have gone if it was a clear sky and I could have seen some of the stars, but it's cloudy as well, so the stargazing won't even be that good. So yeah, I'm sticking in the hostel. 3 others in the tour group have also stayed here, so I'm gonna head back downstairs and have a chat and socialise with them. We've all had the first shower of the evening, which has been the win of staying behind from canoeing. I'll give you a quick tour of the hostel, quick walk around. There's my little overnight bag, because I left my big bag at the other hostel in Cairns that I was staying in, and I'll pick it up again when I get back to Cairns. I'm in a top bunk up there. There's our fan unit that's going to do its best to keep us cool. 6 beds, as you can see. Let's head out. There's a few other dorm rooms here. Then a shared area with chairs. Then some stairs down to the main kitchen area. My shower was actually really nice. A shelf to put stuff on is such a win, and there's hooks and a rail on the back of the door. We had a very early start this morning, 6 o'clock breakfast, and then we've had a short drive to somewhere where we're feeding wallabies. Again, I haven't looked at a map this morning, so I'm not sure where I am, but it's somewhere between the Atherton Tablelands and the Cape Tribulation, where the rainforest meets the reef. Let's go. Got some food. We are just going on a croc cruise to hopefully see some crocodiles, manifesting it.
The croc! Did you hear what he said? Oh my god, it's there! Wow. No. There! Right, that side, get good pictures, please. What can you see? Oh.
It's raining in the rainforest. So I am now in the Daintree rainforest. We drove through it, then had lunch, and now we're going to a creek to swim. I'm not sure if I'm gonna swim because we did swim a lot yesterday, so I might just enjoy the general scenery. The rain seems to have eased off, which is good. I don't know what I was expecting coming to a rainforest, but it is quite a lot of rain here. And also we saw a crocodile, as you saw. She was called Bruce, a female, but they thought it was male at first, so they called her Bruce. 2.5 meters long. It was cool. I'm in the full-on rainforest. We are at Cape Tribulation, where the Daintree rainforest meets the Great Barrier Reef. Just walking down to the beach now. The rain has thankfully eased off a little bit at this point, but we're all pretty muddy, pretty wet. That. It's quite stunning. It could do with raining a little bit less, to be honest. Guys, I've just arrived in my hostel room and I think I could cry. So basically, I upgraded to a private room on the drive back from the rainforest. I was just thinking to myself, gosh, I still feel so sick. I've been not getting that great sleep in the last few nights. I guess because in Cairns, people are either out partying and so getting back to dorm rooms late, or getting up really early for rainforest trips or Great Barrier Reef trips, or getting up early to go to the airport because it's often where people end their trip in Australia. So all of those things combined mean that in the mixed dorms, like, no one's on the same schedule, so it's just really hard to get sleep here. And I've got to be fresh for New Zealand, you know, I'm leaving for New Zealand next week and I'm feeling ill, sleep deprived, and I've got to somehow do voiceover for my content, my social media content. I want to catch up on all my editing and I need a private space to do that. And I just thought, you know what, I need to treat myself. That is not to say that East Coast trips are not completely doable in shared dorms. They are totally doable in shared dorms, and it actually hasn't all been that bad. And I love shared dorms for the social aspects, but I'm just so happy and so appreciative to be in a private room. This was such a good decision from me. I upgraded, so the money that I previously paid towards the shared dorm has still gone towards this private room. Just have to pay a few £100 more. I'm here for 5 nights. I can properly settle in. I've got an ensuite bathroom. Oh my god, life is good. Oh, look at this. Look at this. And I'm so muddy right now and I can't wait to use the shower. A TV. There's the TV remote there. They provide towels. That is amazing, so I don't have to use my dirty towel that's been to the rainforest with me. And balcony. And they did market this as an ocean view. I can't say I can see the ocean because there's a few trees in the way, but in theory, the ocean is over there. It is raining in Cairns, I don't know if you can tell. So happy to be here, but I did have a really good time in the rainforest today. Typically, I didn't take my phone on a really exciting bit of the trip today that I would have liked to have vlogged, but I will have inserted some other people's footage that they got when we were walking. So we basically did a rainforest walk and we saw a cassowary bird, which is coined as the world's deadliest bird. Actually, I've looked it up online and Wikipedia reckons that the common ostrich kills more people statistically than the cassowary, but still it's a funky bird that you probably don't want to mess with. It's a very big bird, apparently descended from dinosaurs. And it was really cool seeing one. We actually saw 2 in the rainforest walk, a big one and then its baby, and apparently the male ones look after the babies rather than the females. It's quite interesting, and the female cassowaries are larger than the male ones. And then later on when we were driving, we saw another cassowary crossing the road, which is really cool because they're endangered, so there's not loads of them. And our guide was telling us that like 60 species of tree in the rainforest depend on the cassowary for reproduction. So if the cassowary goes extinct, then we lose 60 species of tree as well. So quite a precarious position to be in really for the rainforest. I'm gonna settle in, have a shower, need to get some food at some point. I might just grab something from the night market, you know, because I'm feeling really tired today. I don't need a lot, I've eaten well on the tour. They always feed you really well on these sort of day trips and overnight tours. Thank you to Uncle Brian and co. Shout out to Uncle Brian's tour company for the last 2 days. Met some really nice girls on the trip actually. A surprising number of girls who are in a similar position to me, who are kind of a similar age and doing similar things, and just everyone was really, really lovely and friendly and up for a chat, even though a lot of us were really tired and at the end of our East Coast backpacking trips. So yeah, it was a good time. I'm glad I went. It was a bit different from other stuff I've been doing on the East Coast tour, and I can't wait to do a big laundry load. One last look at the feet. Oh, so manky and dirty. Love it.